News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM. We are KFYO Mornings. Dave King and Matt Martin right here on your radio, 7:36 AM. And as promised, the first Tuesday of every new month. Isn't that right? Or the second
Yes, sir.
Tuesday?
It's the second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday of every month. I'll get it right in a minute. We
Both of
have
us
Eddie
will.
McBride, who is the chief cook and bottle washer, and you have the key to the door.
I have a key to
key.
a door.
And you have the lockbox with all the secrets in it to the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Eddie.
Good morning, Dave, Matt. Good to see you guys. Happy New Year.
Well, a big event coming up for you guys. Well, you have many big events of the year. Your barbecue cook-off is one that comes to mind.
The wine festival.
The wine
our
festival.
Golf tournament's a big deal, and Business Expo is probably the longest standing big event that we
And it's
have.
coming up Friday the 19th.
Friday the 19th, just Friday week, and still building up the excitement and everything. We have obviously some booths left that we want to sell, but it's usually the largest business trade show on the South Plains. So
There
it's
you go.
good
And
business to business.
so let's talk about you do have some booths available. So
Yes, sir.
So what type of business would you like to see give you a call today and rent a booth?
We are pretty safe to expect that if a business comes and exhibits at the expo, that a lot of folks can get leads for, I'm talking 2 to 3 months. It'll be 60, 90 days worth of leads. So those folks who obviously want to meet people and have an opportunity to both showcase their business from 10 to 4 that day, and have an opportunity not only to showcase their business but to meet other businesses, to tell them about their business and to learn about their business. That's the strength of the Business Expo. An excellent networking event.
And this is something where a person with a business could go there. They could hand out brochures on their business.
Absolutely.
Or
Absolutely.
they could provide free samples. Like a restaurant comes to mind that might want to hand out a sample of an hors
something
d'oeuvre
to
or something.
taste.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct. And what's so great about this is it's an atmosphere by which obviously everybody has come to expect the same thing every year, as far as seeing everybody in the business community. And we open the doors, and obviously there's a lot of customers that come in that they might not have normally had the chance to have in their door at their business. So it's a very good trade show for you to exhibit your wares and to meet new people.
Absolutely. So, and also let's talk about the people, the people who are going to go, just the individuals that are going to go to the trade show, and what they can expect.
They can expect almost 200 different businesses. You might have replicated businesses. You might have more than one hotel there, for example, or one or more print shops, something of that nature. But you get an opportunity in one fell swoop to go up and down and talk whatever business that you're looking to try to do business with. And Lubbock, Texas is going to be represented there, and you'll have a chance to meet them and not only learn about their business, but if you're interested in doing business with them, you can tell them about your business. So it's a great exchange opportunity. Folks go there obviously to not only meet and see people, but also to be seen.
Yeah. So there will be. What do you expect in the way of a crowd? What is it usually?
We have
draw?
had over 5,000 to 6,000 people for the last several years, so I expect the same thing this year. Moving to January probably doesn't hurt the foot traffic whatsoever, because I think people look out for whenever the Business Expo is and purposely want to go to see what all the businesses are. So I anticipate the same thing this year.
Okay, and this is of course going to be in the
exhibit hall.
The exhibit hall. There you
Yes,
go.
sir. And we'll be
Of
spread
the-
out into the pedestrian mall as well.
Yeah, they're at the Civic Center. And so, how do we get tickets to this event?
761-7000 is the number down at the chamber, and you can come in and see us at 1500 Broadway, and we'll give y'all 4 tickets to give out in the next hour, and I'll make sure y'all send them down to us, or we'll have them come to y'all, whichever way, to make sure they get a chance to pick up.
You got it. That sounds like a good deal. Well, of course, you said the Business Expo is the oldest event that the chamber does.
Yeah, we've been doing it for over 25 years.
Wow.
So it's probably even closer. Probably we have this same discussion every year, but it's going on 30 years. It's extends well before I ever got here, and I've talked to folks like Mark Stiff from Bates Wells, who one of the first people that did it, and he said it was around 1830, and that's when he started. So I think that's a good shout out to.
I think Mark may be
Mark
pulling somebody's leg there, which Mark has been known to do.
Yeah, he does it quite often, as a matter of fact. No, but we have a great group of continual folks who like to come out every year. There's folks who love the Business Expo and love to have a chance to be there.
Yeah. Well, of course, beside the Business Expo, you guys always have something else or something going on. Because
Yes,
Business Expo is the big thing, Friday the 19th.
Yep.
But then you've got we've got Leadership Lubbock coming up.
Leadership Lubbock, Dave, starts next Tuesday. We'll have our first class. It'll be an orientation, and it'll be the first of 9 classes that they have during the year. And this year they'll be going to Austin, as always, to learn more about the state capitol. And, of course, Leadership Lubbock is a program not only to chance to hone some leadership skills for those class participants, but it's also an opportunity to orient them toward Lubbock. I mean, every day has a different theme. They'll go and learn more about the medical industry. They'll learn more about the education industry in Lubbock, and they'll learn about agriculture, and even the folks who have been raised here learn something about Lubbock just from the course of the program. And
Okay.
it's one of the better programs. It's been around. We've been doing it since 1975.
Wow.
So it's been around 43. This will be 43rd, 42nd class. I'd have to count and see what it is. But
Well, you're talking about Leadership Lubbock. Okay, it's obviously for mostly business owners.
business
to
owner,
go-
operators, or employees. You don't have to be a business owner. to
And
be
you learn leadership skills.
Yeah,
and I guess you make. I mean, you kind of explain that.
Well, you make we provide class opportunities. David Miller in the past has done a great job. Former David Miller, former chairman of the chamber, does a leadership class every year. Last year he did a strategic planning type of exercise with them about leadership, about how to hone their leadership going forward. And we have folks come in and meet on a everyday basis whenever they have class to talk about leadership and leadership opportunities in the community, as well as honing again their leadership skills. So, but the other ancillary thing that you get out of this, you have again a class that you become close with the people that are in the class. Not only do you develop lifelong friendships, but I still do business with several folks of when I went to class back in the late 90s. So I still do business with several of my class members that we met for the first time in Leadership
Well,
Lubbock.
and that's what it's all about. Okay, quick break, Eddie, and then we'll be right back with more. And we are back here at 7:47 a.m. If we can get Eddie and Matt to quit screaming about football.
Well,
Well,
Eddie,
you guys both-
Eddie
you
loves
guys
the
are
SEC,
passionate.
and
And
I'm
the
an
Big 12. I love the
anti.
Big 12 too.
I'm an anti-SEC guy, so you got big problems there.
Yeah.
We're about to come to blows here.
Yeah. Well, we are visiting with Eddie McBride, who's the president and chief operating officer, the CEO of the your Lubbock Chamber of Commerce, I should say. And we're talking about chamber business, not football this morning.
No, sometimes-
only a little bit. So Eddie, you
chamber
stayed up
business is football
you stayed up
in this
late.
town.
You stayed up late last night watching the championship.
Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, if you like football, no matter who's in the game, it was a good game from that perspective. Whenever you go to overtime, you have one team that's scrambling to fight back, and then obviously you go to overtime and they pull it off the way they did. If you like football,
I was going for Georgia the whole time because the Alabama should not have even been in the playoffs.
Nick Saban has won 6 times.
That's right.
Same as Bear Bryant.
Yeah, and I think that Nick Saban has to be cheating.
Well, I don't know if he's cheating, but he ought to retire. I mean, geez. Give somebody else a chance. I mean, my gosh.
I don't know that he's cheating. I can't say that, but I just think in a system where you have so many football teams and one is so dominant and because Pete Carroll cheating.
Yeah.
And then of course he got out just in time not to get in any trouble at all. Destroyed his team, but got some national championships while he was doing it, but destroyed his team and then went to the Seattle Seahawks, and now I'm anti-Seattle because of Pete Carroll.
Just because of Pete Carroll.
Right.
I think if Nick Saban, with the scrutiny that program gets, sure, they get a lot of notoriety, they get a lot of free marketing, but I tell you, they get a lot of scrutiny on that program as well. They know what's going on.
Well, they get a lot of 5-star recruits, which is better than any other team out there. I mean, they
Without
always
having
have
to give
the
them automobiles
best
and everything
recruiting class.
else.
So I'm not saying he is, but it's hard to believe that a college football team can be that dominant when you have to switch out players every 4 years.
Yeah, if they were cheating, I think they would know that by now. And I really do. So what do you think, Dave?
Dave doesn't want to talk football.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there.
Well, we do have tonight, I forgot to tell you about this too, the young professionals are having their off the clock tonight. They've changed the format. They're going over to 4 Golf, and if there's any young professionals out there that are interested in networking with their peers, with other, and it's a wide, again, it's every business in town is represented. That young professionals are a group that obviously get together, that obviously to develop those peer networks, but also
Right.
they do programs to help them both learn more about their individual businesses as well, even about the businesses in Lubbock as well. So it's a very good program that they run themselves. So
This is for business owners.
This is for anybody, anybody that's in business.
Anybody that's in business.
In a
whether
chamber
you-
member business. Yeah, you got to be a
yeah.
chamber member to be a member of the young professionals.
Gotcha.
Ian Van Reenen, who is our chairman this year, is obviously from First United Bank. And obviously these group of young professionals have a lot of good ideas on what they want to do to help Lubbock prosper. And they're very community-minded, and it's a pleasure to have a chance to work with them. Ian's going to do a good job this year. He took over last year from Christy Chadwell. And so we have a great opportunity. Ian is on our board as a member of the young professionals, so that's our commitment to that group of people that we think are important business prospects for the future of our community.
Yeah. Now, I was out there at 4 Golf before that they opened, but they were close to opening, and I didn't go inside. But that is a pretty spectacular deal.
Well, they have
they have like a bar,
multiple
and
meeting
a
spaces.
restaurant?
They have 2 bars, great, lot of fine dining. I mean, they got some good chow out there.
Yeah.
And you can go out there for more than just a swing golf club. I mean, we haven't had any meetings out there, but we will. Because it's a very good setup that they have out there, very good customer service. So 4 Golf I think they do a great job. Really good to have them in town.
Well, so this would be a good time just to remind some of our listeners who are in a business, whether you're ownership or whether you're an employee and the business is a member of the chamber, just show up out there.
Yeah.
Right, and start networking, shake
Especially
some hands.
if you're a young professional. I mean, if you look like me, you notice I didn't say anything about you, Dave. But if you come up and look like me, they might think that this guy's not really a young professional. I mean, I still feel pretty much like a young professional.
Well, you look young, Eddie.
Oh, I look at least 60.
So what's the age cutoff?
It's 20. I'd say 40. It's anywhere from 20 something to 40, 22 to 40.
Okay.
And
Well,
and
there
the
you
reason,
go.
I mean, you put that bracket around there. I mean, why are not 41-year-old young professionals? Well, because we say so.
Yeah.
It's in between 22 and
Because
40.
it's like your mama said, because I say so.
You got to
That's
have
the reason.
boundaries.
That's right.
You got to have those boundaries. But nonetheless, I think it's developed to a great program.
Well, that just almost, gosh, it just makes me wish I was younger. I'd like to go get involved
Let
in
me
that.
ask you a question. Do y'all have anything new coming up this year that maybe y'all haven't done in the past?
Absolutely. Thanks, Matt. What a great lead in. March the 6th, we're going to have our first ever diversity summit. And what we're celebrating is diversity, inclusion, and equity in the workplace. So what we're focused on is trying to change ideas and attitudes and educate folks on how to better their workplace conditions, and if you recognize the strengths and weaknesses in your fellow workers and you appreciate them and learn more about them and work together better, then obviously not only are you going to enhance the productivity in your office, you're going to enhance talent pipelines into that business. So what our whole goal is going to be in this diversity place is going to be obviously trying to educate people about how to get along better in their workplace. And so we start with our first ever diversity summit, and so it's not all about race and ethnicity. It's about gender. It's about invisible challenges. We're going to do sexual harassment. I mean, that alone is not just a popular case right now, which it is, but so we're going to cover as much as we can about trying to improve your workplace situation.
That sounds like a good idea. We've got the music here. We'll take a quick break and be back and close things out.
Thank you.
News Talk, 95.1 FM and 790 AM. We are KFYO Mornings with Dave King and Matt Martin. 7:58 AM, and of course the big news, high today, 74 degrees in the hub, but apparently there's going to be some wind and a fire weather watch in effect today. So be careful if you're planning some outdoor fire.
Just don't.
Yeah. Well, again, we have a couple of minutes, Eddie, or a little less than that, actually. Eddie McBride with us. He's the president and CEO of Lubbock Chamber of Commerce. And again, talking about the Business Expo and all the things that the Chamber has going on.
Friday, January the 19th, 10 to 4, Lubbock Memorial Civic Center. And if you interested in tickets, come down to the Chamber, 1500 Broadway at the Wells Fargo Center, or 761-7000. If you want to get a booth, we'd be glad to hook you up with that as well. We've got several areas left for booths, and we'll send you down 4 tickets or make 4 tickets available, however y'all like to do it for your listeners upcoming, however y'all want to handle that. And Matt, Dave, thanks for the chance to pitch the Business Expo for 2018.
Very good. That's always a big deal, always a fun deal. Plan on going there myself, as a matter of fact, because you do meet some of Lubbock's movers and shakers there. There's no doubt about that. And if you're in business, never hurts to meet a lot of people and know a lot of people.
Well, it's fun it's kind of like a mini family reunion in some respects.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, Leadership Lubbock. Chamber's got so many things going on. And I hope that you've got a date picked, and that for certain we're going to have the barbecue this summer.
Absolutely, okay. We do. Soon to be announced.
I wait on that.
Hey, wine first.
Well,
wine first, April 27th.
Somehow we need to combine those.
Oh, geez.